Welcome to Rhema Words of Faith, Daily Bread Devotionals. Today we're reflecting on a powerful verse from Romans 8, verse 31, which asks, "What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?" This verse is packed with meaning, reminding us of the incredible truth that if God is on our side, there is nothing in this world that can stand against us. It's easy to feel overwhelmed or intimidated by challenges in life, but Romans 8, verse 31 calls us to rise above those fears. It asks us to reflect on the goodness, strength, and power of the God who is for us. When we understand that God is on our side, we can face anything with confidence. This question isn't just rhetorical. It's a declaration of the victory we have in Christ. Today, we'll break down what it means for God to be for us, why this truth changes the way we approach life, and how we can live with the boldness and peace that come from knowing God is with us. The first part of Romans 8, verse 31 says, "If God is for us." This is a statement that we can easily overlook, but it's incredibly important. It means that the Creator of the universe, the one who holds everything together, is on our side. God is not distant or indifferent to our struggles. He is actively involved in our lives, working on our behalf. When God is for us, it means He's committed to us. He desires our success, our peace, and our fulfillment in His purpose. He doesn't just tolerate us or leave us to figure things out on our own. He is for us, meaning He is actively working with us, for us, and through us. This truth can radically shift how we view the challenges we face. If the all-powerful, loving God is for us, then what could possibly stop us? This doesn't mean life will always be easy or that we won't face difficulties, but it does mean that we have a foundation of security and hope that is unshakable because of who is on our side. The God who loves us is for us, and that is the most powerful ally we could ever have. Romans 8, verse 31 continues by asking, "Who can be against us?" This question shifts the focus from our own abilities and resources to the greatness of God's support. If God is on our side, who can stand against us? The answer is clear: no one. This is not to say that we won't face opposition or challenges. Of course, life has its difficulties. But when we face those difficulties with God on our side, they lose their ultimate power over us. It's like having a champion on your team who is stronger, wiser, and more capable than any obstacle. With God's support, we have the power to overcome anything. No matter what difficulties come our way, whether they are personal struggles, health battles, financial setbacks, or emotional challenges, God's power is greater. And when we trust that He is for us, we are able to step forward with confidence, knowing that He will not leave us or abandon us. The key to overcoming is not in our own strength, but in relying on the strength of the one who is for us. When we fully trust in God's support, we can walk through life's challenges without fear, knowing He is leading us every step of the way. Romans 8, verse 31 calls us to live with a sense of boldness and confidence. If God is for us, who can be against us? This is a reminder to approach life's challenges with courage. When we face trials, it's easy to feel small or powerless. We may feel like the odds are stacked against us, or that the challenges we face are insurmountable. But when we remember that God is for us, it changes everything. The Creator of the universe is on our side, and He is more than capable of handling whatever comes our way. This doesn't mean we won't feel fear or doubt. It means that we choose to rise above those feelings and stand in the truth that God is with us. When we understand that God's power is behind us, we can face any challenge with courage, knowing that He has already secured the victory. Living with confidence doesn't mean we won't experience hardships. It means that we know we are never alone, and that with God, we are always more than conquerors. As you face challenges in your life, remember that God is for you. Let this truth give you the boldness to face anything, knowing you don't face it alone. The question in Romans 8, verse 31, who can be against us, is not just about external opposition, it's also about the assurance that, no matter what we face, God's presence will never leave us. When we understand that God is for us, it gives us peace and assurance that we can handle whatever comes our way because He is always with us. The world may be uncertain, and we may face moments of doubt or fear, but the truth of God's support never wavers. He is always for us, walking with us, and ready to help us. This is not just a promise for a distant future. It is a present reality. In every situation, God is with us, working in and through us. When we face the unknown, we don't have to be afraid because we know that God's constant presence gives us strength. His support is not conditional on our performance or circumstances. It is a guarantee based on His love for us. Knowing that God is for us brings a deep sense of security and peace, no matter what life may bring. If God is with us, there is nothing that can truly harm us. This assurance should empower us to face life with trust, hope, and confidence in God's unwavering support. Romans 8 verse 31 challenges us to truly understand the full weight of what it means that, if God is for us, who can be against us? This phrase doesn't just speak to the idea of God's presence in our lives. It's a declaration of His commitment. God is not a passive observer of our lives. He is actively involved, working on our behalf and ensuring that His plan for us comes to fruition. His support is not conditional. It's an unshakable promise. When we say God is for us, we're not just talking about His passive backing. We're speaking about His active work in our lives, empowering us to fulfill His purpose and to overcome obstacles. It's like having a coach who not only cheers us on, but actively strategizes with us, providing guidance, resources, and encouragement. Knowing that God is for us means we can trust that He is moving in every area of our lives, whether we can see it or not. This understanding should shift our perspective when facing difficult circumstances. We are not alone, nor are we left to navigate life's challenges by our own strength. When we lean into the truth that God is for us, we discover a deep, unshakable confidence that He will guide us through each moment, helping us overcome what comes against us. This promise in Romans 8 verse 31 doesn't just provide us with comfort. It fuels our courage, helping us take steps forward with the full assurance that God is with us every step of the way. The power of Romans 8 verse 31 extends beyond God simply being on our side. It speaks to the power of God working through us. Think about this for a moment. If the Creator of the universe, the one who holds all things together, is for us, that means His power is available to us as well. When God is for us, His strength, wisdom, and love aren't just distant resources. They are actively at work in our lives. This means that whatever challenges we face, we are never facing them in our own strength. The same God who parted the Red Sea, who conquered death through Jesus, and who spoke the world into existence is the one who is empowering us to overcome life's obstacles. This should give us incredible confidence. We don't have to rely on our limited abilities or understanding. Instead, we can rely on the infinite, all-powerful God who is actively involved in every detail of our lives. In times of difficulty, we may feel small or ill-equipped, but we are not alone. God is working through us to fulfill His purpose, and He gives us the strength we need to succeed. Remember, the God who is for us is also empowering us to accomplish His will and navigate challenges with victory. With this truth, we can approach each day with renewed strength, knowing that God's power is working within us. One of the most important things to remember about Romans 8 verse 31 is that God's support is rooted in His love for us. The reason God is for us, the reason He is always ready to help and empower us, is because of His immense, unconditional love. God's love isn't based on our performance or how well we measure up. It's constant, unchanging, and poured out freely. This love is the foundation of His promise to always be there for us, no matter what we face. We might experience moments of doubt, fear, or guilt that cause us to question if God is still for us, but the truth is that nothing can separate us from His love. Romans 8 verse 31 reminds us that God is for us, not because we deserve it, but because He loves us. This truth should deeply comfort us. When we struggle or fall short, God's love remains steadfast, and His support doesn't waver. God's love is the unshakable foundation that fuels His promise to be with us through every challenge, to give us wisdom, and to help us overcome. Knowing that God's love is behind His support allows us to live with deep peace and confidence, knowing that our worth isn't based on our performance, but on His perfect love. His love is the strength we need to move forward, and the reassurance that no matter what happens, we are never alone. Romans 8 verse 31 is an invitation to live boldly, to live with the confidence that comes from knowing that God is for us. Life often brings fear, uncertainty, and challenges that may cause us to hesitate or doubt. But when we truly grasp the truth that God is for us, it changes everything. We no longer need to shrink back or play small, worrying about the what-ifs and how will I manage questions. Instead, we can step forward in boldness, knowing that the Creator of the universe is on our side. This boldness is not arrogance, but a confidence rooted in the certainty of God's love and power. When we live boldly, we live with purpose, fearlessly tackling challenges and boldly pursuing the plans that God has set before us. This kind of living means that we don't have to be intimidated by opposition, because we know that the one who is for us is greater than anything we may face. Whether it's pursuing a dream, stepping into a new opportunity, or simply living out our faith in a world full of doubt, we can walk in boldness, knowing that God is our advocate, our helper, and our guide. This confidence in God's support fuels our courage to take risks, trust His timing, and step into His will with full assurance that we are never walking alone. Romans 8 verse 31 offers us the ultimate assurance. If God is for us, no one can stand against us. This is a truth that changes everything. It assures us that no matter the circumstances, God's victory is guaranteed. We may face trials, opposition, and difficulties, but in the end, we stand in God's victory. With Him on our side, there is nothing we cannot overcome. As you reflect on this powerful promise, I encourage you to walk boldly and confidently, knowing that God is with you, working for your good, and empowering you to overcome every obstacle. If this devotional has encouraged you, please like, comment, and share this video with someone who needs to hear that God is for them. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring messages that will help you live confidently in the love and support of the one who is always with you. Remember, with God on your side, you are always more than a conqueror.